Hello, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful day with us. I am your host, astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. And in just a couple of moments, I'm about to introduce my wonderful guest. Her name is Shenika Moore. She's been on with us before. In fact, this will be her third time, and I was told always three is the charm. Okay, and she's got a couple of things going on that she's gonna be sharing with us. But in the meantime, I want to say hi to all of you. Thank you for joining us on this another edition of Live with Lloyd. I'm your host, and I do enjoy this. And this is the cosmic forecast for today. All right, it's Wednesday, February the 8th. Got that straight. The sun is in Aquarius. This time tomorrow will be in a whole nother sign, but right now it's in Virgo. It's a non-universal day. Now this is a master number 11 universal week that started today. So it's just another day to really raise your consciousness. It's an 8 day for money. Capricorns, Aquarians, Librans, and those that are born on the 8th, 17th, or 25th of any month. Well, it's yours. Oh, please like, share, and subscribe. I mean, I know it sounds it's not fake. It's not that's not what my emphasis is. Uh, but please like, please share, please subscribe. I notice everywhere I go, they always say, please hit the like button, please hit this button. I guess that's the script, I guess. But my whole thing is really about a whole nother script. And it's about raising your consciousness, your kundalini, your awareness, or whatever, all these other things we like to refer to it. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce my very wonderful and beautiful guest, uh, Sheena Marie. Okay, let me see. Let me do this right. There we go. Hey, lady, how we doing?
Hey, I'm doing well, and you?
Good, good. We are in a brand new season of 2023. Let me ask you this: by any chance, do you give? Do people say, "Well, Shakina, what's the reading for the year?" Do people ever ask you stuff like that? And do you do?
Yes, I do get that often, and I just go and kind of sit into their energy and kind of see what I'm feeling within them because it's individualized because everyone is going to have different experiences regardless if the world is going through the same thing. And it
Sure,
always depends on
sure.
where you are in your life, whether or not and how you're going to show up and how it's going to affect you. So.
hmm But now, for example, do you say, okay, regardless of what everybody want to know about themselves,
Mhm.
you can say, well, 2023, from my sense or
Mhm.
reading or knowing, this is the kind of year this is going to be. So for me, as a numerologist, this is a
Mhm.
seven, which is spiritual. It governs the law of attraction and nature and things organic and holistic and
Mhm.
things spiritual and religious. But so all in that keeping, introspective, soul searching, things revealing, a couple of things like that for the world in general. Now, individually, we all have a birthday, which means we go through a personal cycle. But I want to know, by any chance, did you say, okay, this is my sense of what this year is going to be?
Mhm. And I hadn't been asked that this year, but I just by tapping into that just for a moment, um, I think there's going to be a couple more massive killings. It's already been, I think, over 20. I think it's going to be at least 50 more. Um, I see a bombing somewhere in the United States, not overseas. I think it's going to be more small businesses. One of the public figures will have a death threat or something. It's either gonna hit them or almost hit them. Somebody that's really popular, they're gonna make it though.
Hmm
Hmm. It's gonna be a male. Yeah,
All
it's on
right,
the top
good.
of my head. So we can go back and look at this at the end of the year.
Yeah, yeah, I will be curious. And of course it's on audio file, so that's it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
now, Tell us, you know, of course, I know you're a spiritual healer, but those that may have missed it,
Okay.
what is the word shaman?
Wow. And so basically, I see myself as a liaison between the spiritual and physical world. I'm help people to bridge that gap between learning to walk within the spirit of themselves. As a shaman, I've helped to clear past life experiences. Um, I am helped to help people to see the true essence of forgiving some things that may have happened in previous lifetimes because it still may be affecting their life right now. A lot of people, when they have certain things they try to accomplish over and over and over again, they want to really do it and they cannot. A lot of times it's because of a previous life experience and
Ah,
it's affecting this life. um,
hmm.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. And the type of things I've seen within people, the shift and change that I've worked with is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It's so many different things, recipes I give people to help balance
Hmm.
how they can show up in life so it can be easier. As a shaman, I can talk to your ancestors. I was already a medium before, but this is different. It's healing your lineage. I can heal your lineage for you so that you can show up better. A lot of the hurt and pain of your ancestors you don't have to deal with. I can kind of talk to the ancestors and go back hundreds of years to kind of clear that. And that's going to be very important if we're really talking about tomorrow and talking about each one teach one and setting the precedence in a way for us to really heal the future.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
I will always recommend anybody to get a shaman healing. If you don't know a shaman or have access to one, or clearing, I really recommend it because especially if you are a person that's really about um, the future, the future of your family, and everyone says that, right? But when it comes to it, it's kind of like, well, what do I need to do? And sometimes they can't understand or know exactly what direction to take. So this is absolutely one of the best things that I can recommend is to get a clearing for your lineage, your ancestral lineage.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's just a couple of things that we do as shamans. We have a whole list of things. Yeah,
Now,
that
this
encompasses.
before we got actually on the air, so to speak,
Hmm.
you were talking about some other things. In fact, on your banner, we didn't have enough space to put it because you're
Right.
just people. Can we talk about those things, please?
Absolutely. So I am a licensed therapist first, right? That was I started off. I started off as a healer, okay, but for certification purposes, I'm a professional counselor. I am a shaman, a certified dowser, an archangel light practitioner. Um, a sound healer, a sacred movement specialist, an author, the CEO of Royal Status University, the CEO of I Am Queen Status, and I'm currently working with a brother with my King Status division to make royal status. And so there's so many different things that we're doing. I mean, of course, I'm a mother and I'm a lover, I'm a sister, all those kind of beautiful things. I'm friends.
Yeah, we
I'm
can't leave none of that out,
I'm a
please.
godly woman. I can't leave that out because those are the things that help keep us grounded. Those are the things that help us to stay on this physical planet because all the other stuff have me so high. A lot of the times, that is very important for me to have those beautiful physical 3D experiences.
I think that is so nice, and
Yes.
it couldn't happen to a sweeter lady too.
Thank you.
Now, we have a lot of people kind of
Mhm.
lined up, so to speak.
Mhm.
Some give their birthdays, a lot of them do because that's what they're used to.
Yes.
So we'll have couples or questions. Now, when you do things, oh, hold up. There is one thing I want to bring. I did list it up. I got to bring another one up too. You're going to have an event that we're going to talk about later on.
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
tell us about this, please?
Yeah, so that's the awakening of the royal status within in Mexico. I'm very excited about that. We're going to have 100 years of 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 healing experience there. I'm going to have two therapists. I'm going to have two shamans. I'm going to have a yogi. it's just going to me a sound healer, professional dancers. We're going to have drumming. We're going to have fire. We're going to have ritual. It's going to be just amazing. We're going to have a night to dress up as kings and queens. Lots of meditation, journaling, going within, crying, laughing, games. It's just going to be such a great experience. And we have all kinds of options of eating. And the place is absolutely beautiful. If you look on my page, she's going to have my information up, Healing Through Shenika Marie. You will see another flyer that has some of the places where you'll be sleeping, which is absolutely beautiful. And it's just amazing. Have a cave where we'll be doing sound healing. They have a place specifically to do yoga. It's just, I'm so excited. This is
Just
my
looking
fourth.
at the flyer, it looks serious. It looks like
Yes,
it's
it's
going to be
yes.
a time of enlightenment. That's for sure.
Yes,
Very
yes, it's going to be amazing. This picture with the queens and the kings up there, that is from the retreat that was in Poconos, I believe in September, and so that was a beautiful event as well. Hmm.
good.
So just
Now,
keep getting better and better, and it just the healing just keep on expounding, and more people are showing up, and so y'all need to go ahead and get y'all spots because it's like always 2 months before the event, everybody come rushing in, everybody come rushing
well,
in every time. This is my fourth one, so
well,
so
listen,
everybody don't
I
come.
know how we do. We will wait till last. And speaking of that, though, explain this is on coming up on
Oh my
Friday.
God, this is Friday. I'm so
Yes.
this is for my ladies. The healing retreat is for men and women, but this specifically the self-love workshop. Oh my gosh, I'm so very excited. I'm doing something different. We're going to incorporate a lot of movement, a lot of shifting your energy through sacred dance, do sacred sound, do sacred words. And it's a deeper way of having self-love. Yes, we talk about having self-love, but really looking at that and really walking in that. A lot of people with women and around Valentine's Day, the month of love and Black history, just really loving your melanin skin, really loving your no booty, your lot of booty, your light skin, your dark skin, your skin between your white skin, whatever skin that you have, and getting really comfortable with who you are, your thickness, just really being okay. And so being okay means so many different things to so many different people.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Yes.
That is definitely true. But
Hmm.
I think this is nice. So
Hmm.
we'll talk about this again near the close. Now,
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the comment section, and we can.
Okay. I'm gonna say one thing. I also want to do some sound healing because that's one thing I'm really really good at, right? And so I want to have a space for people to do some feel the sound healing as well because that's one of the ways you can transition energy, and a lot of people are doing that. They use singing bowls, but I can actually use my voice, and that's going to be the only thing I will be using. And the people will see and notice how you can actually feel the healing within your body if you open up yourself and allow the energy to shift through. It's amazing. And
Now,
so I
are
go
you
ahead.
going to have the sound healing Friday and in May too, or
Oh
just?
yes, and I just had it at Clark Atlanta. I would just said Clark Atlanta Royal Status at Clark Atlanta on Monday, and I
Mhm.
did that. And people get teary eyed, and because they can really feel the emotional release within their minds, bodies, and spirits. And like I said, I'm gonna guide them to like a little deep breathe. It only take a few minutes, maybe at the end, just for them to take home with them, especially. One at this time of rest at the end of the day, it will be perfect for you to get a great night's sleep.
All righty, righty. Let's see what we got here,
Yes.
because we have quite a few. Somebody says I shake Queen already. All
I
right.
should.
I wanna because I get so many and I can't read everybody. I'll start initially with those who first chimed in, like this person here. This is Brad Lane, and he said he appreciates all he do. His birthday is January the 30th. Happy belated birthday. Could he get a reading now? Your style is totally different. Like
Hmm.
me, I use numbers and stars and whatnot. What say you about this particular person, Brad Lane?
Somebody I'm seeing some kind of horse, and so I know I typically see that as freedom, but I typically see I see this is somebody that has transitioned over. I don't know if they had a horse in their house or if they like to ride horses, but they're trying to reach out. to him. There was something by a window, wherever he said bedroom, no kitchen, by the kitchen part of the house. They just been trying to reach. Is it a bird? No, something else that happened by the window. Something happened, and and this person is into horses. They rode horses. They had a horse in the house, something with horses, and they said that you would know what that means. And they want you to know, um, his sister, no, that it's going to be okay. And the clearing is happening in a month. In a month, something that you've been waiting for is going to break through in a month. But you're going to have to make a decision about it.
That's very, very interesting how
But
you
say no. But say no. But you're going to have to say no to this thing. It's not a yes. It's
okay.
going to be no, and you're not going to want to say. You're going to want to say yes. You're going to want to say yes, but you need to say no. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna try this person. It's a couple. Uh, she's born on February 17th, and her husband is born on May the 12th.
Mm. So more time need to be spent. I see that Roro, like you're busy. Um, I and I'm not trying to have your business out there, but more time need to be spent with your significant other, especially in about 2 to 3 months. Something's going to shift inside of your home, and you need to double the amount of whatever you're doing now. Um, you may say, "Oh, I do," but not in certain ways. Maybe figuring out what is needed, and not particularly time and quality time are different, right? And being open to doing other things outside of the things that you've been doing. I can hear that. So yes, for the husband. So you're working too hard on something, and you need to kind of breathe into it and just relax for a couple days, and then go back to whatever this is. Um, it's giving some kind of anxiety for you, and you need to pull back. When you pull back, you're going to give it energy so that it can shape the way it needs to shape. Hmm.
All right. Um, I got another one. Another couple. One is. Are you serious? That's interesting. This person is born the same day as the first person,
Hmm.
February the 17th, in a different year. And the husband, but in this case, is born under a different sign, as you see, which
Hmm.
is the 29th. But that's interesting because in the case of the first one we did, I think, no, her name, her husband was under an earth sign. And in the case of this one born February the 17th, her husband also is too under an earth sign, but under
Hmm.
Virgo rather than Taurus. So, what say you? And they were born in Poland, I guess. So, what say you about this couple, Margaret?
I see something about a cat and a dog. I don't know if you're looking for a cat and dog, or you have some transition over. Which one is it? Or in the house. I don't know, but there's definitely an energy. The dogs, something is going on with the dog, or something have was going on with the dog, and somebody's dog will need to be checked. If it's not your dog, it's somebody that's close to you. Dog, the dog is sick and needs attention. Yeah, it's about 3 weeks before something else is starting to happen to the dog before it gets worse. Something's going on with somebody's dog, and you need to go get it checked out, like yesterday. I also see. I was trying to see my 17 and 70 and 71. I need you to breathe for me for a second, because I'm trying to see, but it's like you're kind of just breathe for me. I know when you do it, so please just breathe, breathe, breathe. Thank you. So, um, okay. So your seeing will be clearer. They already told me that you were gifted, but I was trying to figure out how you were gifted. But it was almost like you were trying to see if I can see you. I can see you, but you were trying to relax. You can see, right? But your hearing is trying to come. And you clear cords. No, you need something pink. Love. Okay, so something happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something happened when you were 10. Now it's okay if you don't recognize it right now. It's okay. But something and during that time needs to be healed. And when you heal that, more of your hearing is gonna come, and then you're gonna be able to see even more than what you see now. And you think you can see a lot now. This is nothing, my love. You're gonna be able to see, yes, without even, it's just gonna come. And yeah, and I know it comes down, but when you clear this energy out from whatever happened when you were 10 years old, yes, not 10 months ago, no, not 10 years ago, no, 10 years old, 10 years old, yes, 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 and your husband. Okay, something about a train, automatically a train, and I see a grandfather person, short actually, mother side, no, father side. Hmm. Are they related to him? No, but close to the family, yes. Okay, it's interesting because it's like I'm the grandfather, but I don't know if he's a biological grandfather. I don't know if he played the role of a grandfather, but somebody um with the train, something dealing with the train, and they want you to know that somebody didn't do it. Whatever that means, they didn't do it. Okay. And so they didn't do it. Whatever that means to you. And they say you know what that means. So
I guess that's all we need to know.
yeah.
Okay. That's
And
our
a lot of times I don't dig. I just because of I try not to be too much into people's business unless whatever comes up is what they need to know or is pertaining to something. And so let me tell you guys something. Even with you guys up here now, um, what happens to me is I see stuff from the past. I see stuff, right? And so the most important thing will show up. And sometimes the things that you think that you want to know, you know, that's good. But it's like Most High tell me,
they need to
but
hear this instead.
you need to hear this instead. And sometimes stuff may not even happen yet. Well, dang, she said something. I had people tons. I'm gonna give you an example. I was just at Clark Atlanta, and I was in a group with some students, and I told the young lady, I'm like, hey, somebody with the L said that they're here, right? And she was like, I don't know nobody with L. Da, da, da. I said, okay. And so and she was like, and I said, you know someone, because it wouldn't have it would, I didn't even say that. I was like, okay, well, okay. And so I kept on talking and whatever, whatever, whatever. So she's in there 10 minutes later. She's like, oh, my great grandmother just died 2 weeks ago. Dude. I'm like, I know what I see, and they're like, no, that's not what is happening. And I don't care because I know what I hear. And so
Yeah.
even if you don't see it now, it will be seen. And a lot of people have come to me 6 months later. I'm like, oh my God, this happened. I'm like, yeah,
So
I
it
see
appears
it.
as if you are like a metaphysical sounding board that even if they can't, it
See it.
doesn't resonate at the moment, it comes back, in
Yes.
actual effect. You know
At
what I'm
first it used to
saying?
kind of get me kind of nervous though. I'm like, I know what I see. And they're like, no, 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 no. And so it had me shook. But and I had to go into meditation. It was like, no, keep going, you're right, it's okay. We showed you right. Okay, but
Yeah.
they not seeing, they not understanding, they not getting it.
Well, I'll tell you this:
Mhm.
if you weren't good, you wouldn't be on this show again, much less 3 times.
Oh
That's my.
yeah, oh absolutely. Oh yeah, I know what I
I
see.
say to that one. That's
Yes,
all.
I say. So I'm just saying, when people come up here and I'm telling you things and it doesn't hit you now, and even talk to the people in your family. Because I had people, I said, go talk to somebody in your family and give me, if you need some initials, like use some initials, but ask about this. And then a lot of times they're like, oh my God, that's because so and so and so. And it makes you feel so good. Before, I was nervous. And then after a while, I just be smiling because I know that when they find out, they're going to find out and it's going to relieve some things. And that's why I do what I do, because
Yeah.
it helps people, it heals people, and it's beautiful. And I could just hold sacred space for them in such a divine way. So, yeah.
Well, what I want to do is I want to put this up
Hmm.
about one of our guests that was on Monday before last. His name is
Hmm.
Richard Woods.
Hmm.
And it's interesting when you say something, but this
Hmm.
person wrote that they met with Richard. He read
Hmm.
him and his wife. His reading was so accurate, it was like he was looking directly into the mirror of
Wow.
our lives. And
Wow.
see, this is what we don't get that much feedback. So we appreciate it much because, like you was talking about that dog and the cat and all that stuff, and it
Hmm.
might sound crazy,
Hmm.
but for them on the other side and how you were connecting the dots,
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So there are all kinds of things that we can't quite describe in a way that makes sense because a
Right.
lot of the things doesn't come through ordinary channels the way we get our
Right.
information. Like
Absolutely.
so. Oh, this person here, they are from Ghana, and they'll be happy to get a reading. Their date of birth is March the 29th.
I think
And
he wants you though. He said get a reading from Sir.
who?
He said from Sir. He
Who's
said
this
from
now?
Sir. I don't know. He said from Sir. I think he wants you.
Okay, well, I will do that. But right now, you want to deal with Adrius, Adrius, Adrius from Canada. His birthday is March 29th, and his wife is April 15th, and his first son is October 13th. If not,
Them.
I can.
Okay. I can still do him. I just don't want to be disappointed because he might want his numbers or something. Okay. Let me see. Reading from Sir, my date to my wife.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, this is what I'll do.
Hmm.
First of all, sir, you are a fire sign with a water number, which is somewhat contradictory, not in a bad way, but it all depends on which day and which way the wind is flowing. As for your wife, she's under a sign of Aries, but y'all are different as night and day. March Aries are totally different than April Aries. That you can depend on. So I know y'all got a different style. Twos and sixes get along, and as far as your son, he's the odd one in the bunch. So sometimes maybe mom don't quite understand him, or maybe you don't understand it, but he's really a genius in his own way. And he needs to be exposed to things like numbers, math, computers, technology, coding, STEM programs later on as he gets older, as for your son. But he's really a genius. And that's all I'll say for now. Um,
And he needs water. The son needs to be around water as well. He would thrive in water. I see somebody. Okay, so um, somebody is sick, and I need you to spend time with them. Someone is sick, and time needs to be spent. Um, there is a tall guy that has already transitioned over, and he's sitting in a brown chair, and he has a cut on his foot, and he has a welcoming presence, and he carries a knife. I don't know, um, on your mother's side. And he's saying everything is going to be okay, and to prepare for the unexpected. That's what I'm going to say.
okay. This person here, Shayna Sweet. They would love a reading. Their birthday is January the 6th of 84. They just had a birthday last month. So happy belated birthday to them. Alrighty.
Um, you need to dance. Something happening with your stomach, um, and it's going to alleviate some things in your stomach area. And even if it's just seeing a green light as you dance within your stomach area and blowing green energy into your hand and touching your stomach, and rotating it in a is it counterclockwise? No, in a clockwise manner, rotating your stomach and breathing. It's going to help alleviate some some anxieties too, through your dance. And it's almost like once you get your feet moving in the dance, you're going to be able to feel the transition actually happening. And so stop in the middle of dancing when you feeling like really excited and really happy. Even visualizing it, you can visualize it as well. And then you'll pull that energy of happiness down to your stomach, and you'll be able to see a big difference in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you'll be able to see it different, and you'll be happy about it. Right. And so continue to do that. Don't just stop. At least one, two, three, at least 3 times a week. You should take time to do that. But be more precise with sending that green energy healing through your stomach, because that actually makes you happy. And you'll see that your happiness, your energy levels will also shift in so many different ways, incorporating just that. Okay.
All right. This person here made a donation. Thank you, Edwin, very much. They are born on October the 12th of 81. Love the book. Thanks very much. And I love the putting it together too. Seriously, I told him it would sell for a lifetime. So far, point. So anyway, what say you about Edward Thompson, who was born October the 12th, a Libra?
Mm. Mm. They keep saying stuff. Okay. Somebody really, really, really wants you to know. They keep saying it over, and they just would not let me move my head because they just kept on. So you love reading, but you're supposed to be doing your own book. You found some type of balance recently in the last 5 months. Something happened 5 months, and it brought you a little bit of balance, and then you got off balance again, and then it's like you go back and forth with your balance. Right now, whatever it is that keeps you balanced, you need to continue to do that. It will save you time. It will open doors for more opportunity, and you're supposed to be doing some type of book. Um, and somebody's like, not not tomorrow, but today. It's almost like when you get off the phone, it was like you need to have or off the internet or whatever, wherever you are. You need to be really putting forth some effort to make this happen. It's going to open up, even if you don't know, but you do know. Actually, you do know something. Actually, um, and you really need to put forth effort into doing that, because it's going to literally change your life. It's going to help you stay more focused. That'll be the one thing that you will be able to focus on for the duration, and it's going to able you to have more balance in other areas as well. So yes.
All right. Monique Smith says, "You look like a beautiful goddess," and I have to agree with her. Okay.
Thank you so much, Ashe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
I just thought you ought to know. All right,
Thank
that's
you.
all I'm saying.
I
She did
appreciate it.
too. All righty. This person, Trini Cat Charles, they would like a reading born June the 22nd. Now, if you need a moment to catch on, I can kind of step in. Other than that, I'm fine. I know this person is going through a money making cycle this year, doing a lot of growing up, coming of age, as it were, and they set their sights very very high. But since this is the seventh cycle year, which is the law of attraction, thinking and meditating on it and visualizing it will help you get it much faster.
And also, though, you need to get your energy clear because I see all of this stuff out here waiting for you, waiting. And this is about the one, two, three. It's the third time this has happened to you in your life where this type of situation can really change your life. I don't know what this is, but you need to, it's right here, and you need to clear your energy so this thing can come in because it's waiting. It's been knocking. Something's been knocking for what, the last year, but it wasn't the time. Mm-mm. No, it wasn't the time, and it has my energy jerking all over. Cleanse your energy first. You need to have your energy clear. You need to take, they almost showing me taking a bath, and I don't even get this often, like in like tomato juice or something. I don't know what's going on, but you really need to go outside, lay in the sun. You need to take I would take a bath at least 4 times a week. I mean, it's serious right now. I will do a candle on Thursday, and even now, like my head is feeling funny. So whatever it is, um, where you sitting with yourself is not where you need to be sitting at. Whatever you're doing, you need to stop some things because this is not going to allow this thing to happen. You're going about trying to get it the wrong way.
Interesting, interesting. This one we have is Tamika. She's born August the 19th. It's interesting to me when I look at a person's birthday. See, it's not
Mhm.
looking at just a name. Yes, I know this person's a fire sign. Yes, I know they're number one. But look at the pattern of the birthdays. She's got double nines, double ones, and triple eights. And so it's like, 8, 9, 10, which is back to one. So it just tells me she's a very powerful yet misunderstood young lady. But what say you about Tamika?
It's interesting. Is that she's absolutely divine, and her heart is so beautiful, but she doesn't feel that way often. Um,
Hmm.
Somebody around you, somebody on your team don't like how they treat you, um, and they want you to focus on you and not focus on this person. Mm-hmm. Because you have a kind of assignment that you're supposed to be doing. Yes. But you need to know that you can do the assignment. And you know what's interesting is that you can. And I see it so very clearly. You can. And I see you've already started on some things, but I need you to go back and just wake up every morning and tell yourself that you got this and you can do this and you're divine because you are. And that fiery energy that you have will be able to kick open doors because you're not afraid to go against the grain. But once you get that balance of self-love and you, that I mean really, I know you cute, you fly, I see you, but I'm talking about really looking at yourself and really saying I can do whatever, and really do it and really step into that. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Because it's something different. Because girl, we all can be cute and be fly. Anybody can throw some clothes. But when you look in that mirror and really seeing how beautiful you are within, that's going to shut them down. Because not only are you going to walk in there physically beautiful, you're going to walk in with, you don't have to say anything because your aura going to speak volumes and they're going to feel your energy. For what you're trying to do, you're going to need that. You and look, don't get it twisted. You've been working on it. You've been working and you've been doing a great job. You just got to separate yourself from a couple more people and learn how to silence yourself and stop telling everybody what you're trying to do, because everybody is not on a plane where they can't see what you can see, and they're not supposed to, my love. They're not supposed to. Congratulations on whatever you're doing. Congratulations, you got this, and I love you. Nobody has told you they love you today. I love you. I love you, and I love you.
But
I,
that makes sense. She's born under a visionary sign and also born under a visionary number.
oh,
So that
I
makes
didn't.
all the sense in the world to
I don't know
me. In other words, I would tell somebody, don't mess with the sister, okay?
Oh
In the
yeah.
right way. This is another donation. Thank you so much, Pre Morgan. She enjoys the show. She's born on June the 3rd, and her
Hmm.
daughter is born on July 17th, and her son is born on May 14th. Um, when do
Hmm.
you pick up from that, or do you want me to just say something briefly?
Her daughter is gifted. Her daughter sees things, feels things. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. So just breathe on it. Okay, so you're here, so you're pretty much spiritual. So something needs to be um moved out of the corner of where your daughter sleep. Yeah, something, I don't know. You can kind of go over there and kind of feel. And just speaking to your hands to be able to feel. So something needs to be removed, and she's going to start sleeping even better. Yes. And your son? Okay, so okay, so for the next 1 to 3 weeks, um, your son needs to be careful inside of a car. Okay. Um, yes, yes. Um, just be careful inside of a car. And so listen. Knowledge is just here for not putting out energy. Sometimes people get nervous and scared, but this information is there to help you, not to make you nervous, to put more nervous energy into it. So today I had a girlfriend to call me, and her fiance had two birds come in his house. Okay. Now I did see some things. I seen death in his family. I seen it, but I also seen the covering and protecting of his energy. I also seen the covering and protecting of his home, and I told her certain things to do, right? And so I gave her the Psalms reading to prevent unnatural death, right? So if the person is not supposed to transition with the information and the stuff that I gave them, then they're not going to, and they're just not, okay. And so I don't see any death coming to your son or anything like that, but I do see something where it cannot be good. Just being careful, right? And that can just mean a scare. That can mean anything. But what I tell you to do and be mindful of is just going to help, and you're going to be knowledgeable of it, you know. And it is what it is. I've seen people. I told my daughter something about a red car. Somebody had a red car, and it was. I told her to drive very carefully. She seen a red car, and the red car was going crazy. And so when she seen the red car, she already knew to slow down, because I already told her. I said, "Watch out for a red car." And so these things are not to scare you, just to make you aware. Does it make sense? So you, and so people sometimes don't like to hear things that they may, it's supposed to make you aware and help to make you grow. My job is not to make you feel like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. No, it's to help give you insight on how you can live your life better in a more peaceful way, and to make sure that you are in alignment of where you're supposed to be within yourself. And so by me telling you that, then your son can be careful, right? That's it.
Well, I would just want to add to that it's interesting because February is one of her son's challenging times of the year. Not only that, but if to be careful, especially if with this birthday that she just gave
Hmm.
me of her son, his most stressful days are on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So those are the
So
days.
those are the days. So write that down. I hope you guys, when you
This,
got,
this
anytime you see me,
is
take notes. You hear me
yeah.
just say, write them days down, and just be cautious of how you
Now
show.
these are not his best days, Miss Morgan. These are
Right.
his stress days. So
And
I'm
under stress, if you're driving, if he drives, then that's, we
and then
don't.
he's in a stress month right now too. So it's not his fault. It's
Okay, with that, surprising that I seen that. Okay,
yeah.
okay, well there you go.
So that's how that is. But we wish you the best and thank you so much for the
Yes, I say.
donation pre. Okay, this person here is Hi Lloyd. Their birthday is April 1st. Their wife is August 6th. Uh, you respond to my DM on Instagram. I did. Okay, thank you. I know this. Uh, before you pick up on this, I
Okay.
can tell you this: they're both fire signs.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way, that's what attracts them. But let me say this: the months or the signs is what makes you feel comfortable when you're with somebody, which is why you can meet somebody for the first time and feel right at home.
Right.
Then you meet another person for the first time. They ain't do nothing but you just ain't feeling them. Well, the birth date represents the mental connection. So the signs represents the physical connections between us, but it is the dates that represents the mental connections.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say they're definitely not on the same page. Not unless her name adds up to a one and his name adds up to a six. So they can kind of cross wires. Other than that, normally I'm looking at what they would call in astrology a Sun Venus opposition. It's not that they can't. In other words, if they came to me and said, Lloyd, would this be a marriage made in heaven? I'd say, no, you'd have to work on it. But most marriages you got to anyway.
Work
Most
anyway. I
partnerships,
say.
most relationships, you got to work on it if you want to make it last. Now, if
I
you
agree.
don't, well, then okay.
So I would say, and so it's interesting you said that. And so a lot of things, if I don't say say too much because I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but I will say that you guys need to let each other talk. And I'm talking about really talk. And I'm not saying, so for me, I don't want to have a long one. Don't talk to me for 5 minutes, right? Don't talk to me for 5 minutes about the same thing. You can tell me you can tell me once or twice, and I'm going to kind of get it. Now I might like, okay, so what do you mean? To give me an example, so I'll know, moving forward how to respond to you, right? Let a person talk for 3 minutes. Y'all set timers. Like I've had couples, I've worked with couples. Um, Set a timer for let the person talk for y'all can make up a time. 3 minutes is a good time. When you talking to if somebody talks for 5 to 10 minutes, it's almost feel like you're being chastised like you a child. And that's not always good. And a lot of times, if you guys notice, if within that 5 to 10 minutes, somebody keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over again, just in a different way. And it's almost like, okay, so is your job to make me feel bad, or is your job to let us heal and move forward? And so, a lot of times, when we're dealing with unbalances in the communication within a relationship, a lot of times people are asking almost for you to agree with everything, number one, listen but don't say nothing. A lot of times the communication is unbalanced. So with you guys, I would say that you need to make sure you balancing your communication and repeat what you think you heard. That's why 3 minutes, 1 to 3 minutes, are always good. So I'm hearing that you're saying it frustrates you a lot when I leave the top off the toothpaste and leave the head in the sink. Is that what I hear you saying? Right. And so the person be like, oh, well, yeah, that's what I said. I say, okay. So, and then y'all can go on from there and then come up with a resolution. And so I know I've been married twice before, and I know that communication is a major key, but it cannot just be one person. And so me, I'm like, okay, let's talk about this. Okay. And other person like, well, why we always got to talk about this? Why you got a third? I mean, whatever kind of mood a person in or don't want to talk now, you're going to have communication. If you guys are not communicating, and I see things have crept a couple different ways and a couple different times, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But stuff is going to continue to creep up if you guys really don't take time to really communicate with each other in a way that says, I'm listening to you, I respect you, and I love you. And so maybe start off with all your conversations. I love you, and this is bothering me, and this is bothering me because, right? And then don't do it. Don't communicate with someone when they first get off of work and they may be tired. Don't wait till 11 o'clock at night to do it. Don't do it after you finish having intimacy. Right? You have to pick time, and don't do it when y'all have date nights. Maybe y'all have every couple weeks where y'all be honest with each other and y'all talk about things, and then your date nights is just for that, because you don't want the date nights to be like, oh God, here we go, we're gonna talk about something wrong, and then it's not really a date night, it's right, and it's not really a fun night, right? So you have to pick sometimes you're going to talk about things, and then make sure that nobody's under influence. And if y'all do, make sure when you're under the influence, you are not the person that yell or fuss, because sometimes people take herbal essences just to calm their nerves, right? I don't disagree and I don't agree. I don't It doesn't bother me one way or the other because that's your business, that's your life, right? So whatever you decide to partake in, it just make sure that you are in the right mind, body and spirit, so that you can show up appropriately, not only for your partner but for yourself, because you want to be a good reflection of you at that present time, because you don't want to not remember what you said if you're really trying to get this thing to work. I'm not going to get on you guys, but I just really want you to understand the importance of communication. And so there you go. And I love you.
Righty. This is from Brother Richard Reggie Hightower. He says he is December the 9th, 1964. He's triple fire with a 4 life path. Um, that's interesting. Anyway, what say you about this distinguished gentleman?
It's interesting because I would think that the triple fire sign would just be all over the place, but he is not. I don't know what the life past 4 number is. Maybe that has something to do with it, but
Well, it
I
rules stability, which is interesting.
okay. See,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of
Rules
it
stability. You're
is
right about that
because
part.
yeah, because most triple fire signs, if to have that kind of fire is boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But I could see that you were kind of like that when you were younger, but not even really though, compared to other fire signs. How other fire signs would typically be, and that's good. However, you need to spark a passion within, not a business, a job or something like that. Something's going on where you're going to have to do something different within your job or something, maybe get a new job or something like that. Something needs to be happening with the job. Later, no. Sooner. I don't see that there's definitely a push right now. Maybe the next 4 months, I see something's kind of one. We talking about days, weeks, months. Okay, months. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Like yeah, 3 to 4 months. I see there's some decisions going to have to be made, and you'll make them. Um, and so maybe you can start tapping in some of that fire energy to kind of figure it out, and you can do that as well. You can almost can tap your heart, his heart. Yes, yes, tapping. I see you needing to tap here. Oh, well, what's interesting though? Oh, okay. So I see the fire burns within though, and sometimes you can have some anxiety. Okay. And so I need you to start breathing. And so it may not manifest on the outside, but it's manifest in the inside with you. And I see it here. That's why they said, okay, okay. So I just was tapping my heart after I do big events with at least 20 people, shoot, 10 people. I tap my, as healers and as people that transition a lot of energy, it's good for us to tap out energy, especially around our heart, because a lot of our stuff comes from our heart places, because I love people, and I sit in the energy of love all the time. So I use a heart chakra love oil. I'm rubbing my chest, and I was just breathing into my chest. I was tapping here. So can, I need you to tap here, and I need you to breathe to release some anxiety in your chest, especially if you're not getting. I would recommend like Reiki energy healing. If you know somebody that's a Reiki healer, if you don't know anyone, you can check out my page, and maybe um, you may like me. Okay, but find someone so they can release some energy within your body, so you can get some energy flowing, right? Because that's very important for you at this stage of your game, especially when you're going to be going into this next phase of whatever you're supposed to be doing in the next 3 or 4 months. Yeah, you need to really breathe in some coolness to kind of cool you off a little bit in the inside, in the inside. But a good job with handling your emotions on the outside, though. Congratulations.
This person, R. Jones, thanks so much for your donations. They are born on um, May 29th. Okay. And so I know they're in a 5 personal year. This is a year that brings about change. And since 5 governs the sign of Gemini, which is this person's sign, it should definitely be a year of opportunities to do many, many things. It all depends on what you do or don't do with opportunities when they present themselves. That I can't do for you.
So physically drinking water, physically drinking water. And I know this is going to be interesting to some people that's not really, they may not understand how water heals, but you can actually speak into your water to help you transition some things. And so, since this is a year of transition and great things for you, speaking to water, drinking more water, number one. Also, see something going on with your head a little bit. your head. I don't know if you get headaches, but drinking water is going to help alleviate. Yes, 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 yes. Something. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And pay attention to when you are getting these aches, right? Pay attention to what happened the day before, that moment before, the hour before, because it pulls on you. And again, having that water that you have spoken into and is speaking into will help you to alleviate a lot of those things that you um, that's will be presented around you and that affects you um, in your head area. I would actually take water outside and put water in the sun as well. Full moon water. Something about that water is going to help balance you. I don't know if you have water in your chart somewhere, but something you need something. You need water physically. You need that, and that's going to help you.
All righty, good, good. We're gonna take this one, and then we're going to let people know how they can get in touch with you, because people can get in touch with you for consultations, I would imagine, in addition to
Yes.
your events. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to review that too. So this person, they said they are from Bermuda. They were born January the 18th. They would love to have a reading. Much love to you both. Thank you.
Hmm. So your energy is nice, right? Um, it's like floaty, like I'm in there, but you need to meditate more and concentrate again on your heart specifically. The other gentleman was more anxiety. Yours is more your heart, a heartbreak, a heartache um, that needs to just breathe. It's almost like it's unspoken with you, but you need to speak, even if you speak about it in the shower, right? Even if you um, write it down and burn it, your heart um, needs to be healed in a couple different ways. One of them is grief of losing someone, and the other one is a heartbreak. And also see a child, something with a child too. And I think that's almost like the biggest one and maybe the most recent one. You need to kind of address and making sure you're giving sacred space for yourself and meditate and imagine a green light around you and around your heart area, because that's going to make a big difference on how you hold sacred space for yourself, and it's going to allow healing energies to flush through your heart. And make sure you breathe in, because I can feel, I don't know if you can feel that, because I can feel your heart, and as I do this, it's loosening up. It's loosening. I can like feel it moving. Very interesting. Very interesting. So yes, please concentrate on your heart area and practice on forgiving and really being okay with feeling pain and crying and releasing that, because if not, it's going to go inside of your body. Okay, and it's going to show up as dis-ease, which can equal dis-ease, right? So yeah, so do that for me. I appreciate that, just for you.
All right. Listen, this is how people can get in touch with you. Can you tell them about that, please?
So yes, and so healing through Shanika Marie on Instagram. I post a lot of different beautiful things and messages. I sing. We didn't get my sound healing done, Lloyd. Um,
Oh boy.
it's okay. My Cash App, you can send me some Cash App money for give me a tea. I like tea. I like tea, right? My website, www.IamShanika Marie. You can go up there and look at different kind of ways to just get in contact with me, but also try to look through different sessions. I will always pick like Reiki or intuitive guidance for the first one, because typically I want to start putting all of that together, because typically when somebody reach out to me, I kind of do both, because it's kind of difficult when somebody comes for something, because I'm reading the energy and I'm always clearing the energy anyway if they are um, in a session with me. Okay, yes. Anything else? So I have a book. I have a workbook. Yes, I'm an author, Waking Up the Queen Within. I'm currently working on another book.
And we got to talk about the event that you got coming up.
Yes, yes,
Get
self love
that.
workshop. If you are, and so this is for anyone. So I didn't speak about this. This is for anyone that feels uncomfortable looking at themselves in the mirror with clothes on or without. Especially without clothes, and just getting to love your body. If you are having difficulties with really looking in the mirror and looking inside your eyes and telling yourself you love yourself, um, feeling good about being in a room full of people and not feeling uncomfortable. If you cannot feel uncomfortable in a room full of people and not feel beautiful and not feel just good about your space, and I'm not saying because you look good, because that's, again, that's superficial, but I'm talking about really feeling good and not having to look at another woman and compare yourself to her, and not feeling okay with yourself. I'm saying really sitting in the essence of who you are and understanding that everybody has their own unique thing about them which make them beautiful. If you are in a space where are thinking that you need other people to love you before you love yourself, if you're so excited about Valentine's Day and trying to figure out what you're going to get, right, and not really concentrating on how you can show up for the other person. I mean, yeah,
That's
'cause-
very interesting. Now,
yeah.
tell us about the one in May coming up.
Okay, so the one that made aha. So yes, we will have all kinds of workshops. We will have all kinds of healing experiences. We will have delicious food. We have, oh my goodness, what won't we have? I mean, it's anything that you can think of as far as healing, sound healing, yoga, healing through sacred movement, healing through poem, healing through acting, healing through love, just showing up for yourself under the sun, do drawings, all kind of things we do. It'll take you to another level of getting to know yourself inside and out, and really appreciating who you are, and just being more content and happy with your life, which is the biggest thing I think people need to do, is have the foundation of self-love within. And of course sound healing will be there. And so just experiencing that aspect, and having over 100 years of healing experience through the people and the healers that going to be there. I'm just very excited about it. And so the
It sounds
$2,500,
exciting. It
it
sounds
is. It's
exciting.
really a $4,000, over $4,000 worth of healing experience. That's, and we
Wow.
only having it for 2,500. So it's really a big deal.
So that means you got between now and May to get
Yes,
it
and you can
together.
make payments. You can make payments. Oh, and it comes with the free workshop. I've also included a 4-week workshop to go with the healing retreat.
Now, where on your banner here can they get in touch to get this information? Should they call the number to
Just
lock it in, or how should they do this
Gmail.
to be
You,
touch?
you can email me. You can email me, or you can DM me on Instagram. You can even call me and send me a text. Text message me. Don't call me. Text me, and I will get back with you.
All right, now she made that clear. Like, don't be sweating her phone. Okay.
No, because if I'm in the middle of doing something and people call like, "Hey," and I don't have time, it makes it appear as if I'm rude.
No,
And I
I know that. No, no, I'll have that too. They'll probably
yeah.
get a hold of me, and I says, "Well, I'm in a session or something." And they say, "Oh yeah, well, can I ask you
And
something?"
then they still want to have it. Oh yeah. Oh,
And
just a quick question, but the
it's
quick question makes it
almost as if
another 5
you have
minutes.
to appear to be rude. So I
Yes.
feel you on that one. I know from experience. So can you hold on one second? I just want to make a couple of
Yes.
announcements and we'll be right with you. So anyway, there's a couple of things going on you need to know. Um, first of all, again, this Friday, my guest Shenika Marie is going to have her event. So make sure that you participate. For those last minute persons, you got about 2 more days to do that. So please do. And again, she's going to be have her event in May. As you see, you're going to save yourself a lot of money and feel real good about yourself when it's over. I can tell you that. This today's show has been brought to you by the Sisterhoods of the Traveling Spread, and they've been sponsoring the show for the last 2 weeks. I think they're going to be up for another week or so, and they have an event coming up on the 26th. Also, I got to let you know that next Monday, Aquarius Maximus, who's supposed to have been here this past Monday, she was given an honor or something like that. So she couldn't be in two places at the same time. I said, why not? Only kidding. I didn't say that. I said, okay, next Monday will be fine. And she's going to be here. Um, then on the 15th, I'm going to have Jeffrey Noble. He and I are going to be doing a relationship workshop on the
Mm.
26th in Brooklyn. And this brother is dynamic. Trust me. You listen, I'm good in my field. This brother is even awesome in his field too. So together we're going to have a workshop, and it's very, very limited seating. I do want to let you know the class is on sale. Okay. All you got to do is go to Lloyd-Strayhorn.com to enroll. It's on a discount between today and tomorrow. So if you wait until past then, you'll be fresh out of luck. For those of you who want the free newsletter for February, there it is. It's available. Just go to my website, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com to sign up for it. Don't cost you anything. And finally, I'm glad to say that for those of you who missed the show, like one of the things I'm going to have is Shenika on, because I've done about 100 and something shows. I didn't realize I did that many. So many of them at some point in time will be up on the podcast. All you got to do is go to Lloyd-Strayhorn.com and click on the podcast, and you will get it. So there it is. So that's the podcast. Sign up for the free monthly newsletter. Go to my website. Sign up for the I was going to say free classes. Don't embarrass yourself. They're not free, but they're heavily discounted though. All right. And
Oh yeah.
so there's Jeffrey Noble, who will be on the 15th, the day after Valentine's, because we're going to be talking about what relationships, okay?
Mm.
And Monday be the Aquarius Maximus. And again, this show today has been sponsored by the Sisterhoods of the Traveling Spread. They're having an event coming up on the 26th, cardology and numerology. But again, in closing, please make sure you attend Shenika Marie's event coming up on this weekend. And also, please make sure that you get your bucks ready to really hang out in the month of May. All right.
I say.
So any last words you'd like to say, beautiful, before we part?
Yes. If no one has told you they love you today, if no one has told you they love you today, your favorite healer, your favorite therapist, and sometimes your favorite auntie, Shanika Marie, I love you. I love you. I love you. So go be great, go be godly, and go be you.
You know what? I had a feeling you were just talking to me and me alone.
Well,
Okay.
that's how I want to give it to you then. So I need y'all to feel it in your spirit just like that. That's how I want to give it then, you know?
Well, that's how it came across to me, my
Oh,
sister.
well,
Okay.
good. Did it feel good? Did you feel it all in your everything? You felt it. You felt it. You felt good.
Shanika, thank you. All the best to you and your
So
family, your
welcome.
beautiful children, and
Thank you.
just keep up the good work. And we will have you back at some point before the year is over. That's for sure. So I do
Absolutely.
want to thank everybody. You all have a very blessed day. Uh, I feel very blessed. You know what I'm going to do? I think because one of the moderators says, "Well, Lord, you can't read everybody," and my attitude is, "Why not?" Okay. So what I'm going to do one day is maybe do a marathon, just read until I just say, okay, listen, y'all stop calling, okay? And I'm really going to try to do that, and because I can't get to everybody because time won't allow, then I get into details, and that's how we do it. But believe me, if I don't catch you this time, more than likely I'll catch you the next time. So please subscribe, share, like, come back, whatever the case is. And everybody, I want to thank you very, very much. And I want to thank my very beautiful goddess queen. Good gracious, Shenika Marie, out of this world. I'm very blessed.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a nice day.